Hi, good evening. Good evening. I am in Pak Song in Laos, and I'm going to read paragraph number 222, article number 222 from Laudato Pope Francis' encyclical on ecology and environment, from the chapter 6, the last chapter, titled Ecological Education and Spirituality, and in the subheading, Joy and Peace. So I'm going to read it for you, and Pope has written so beautifully. Christian spirituality proposes an alternative understanding of the quality of life and encourages a prophetic and contemplative lifestyle, one capable of deep enjoyment, free from the obsession with consumption. We need to take up an ancient lesson found in different religious traditions and also in the Bible. It is the conviction that less is more. A constant flood of new consumer goods can baffle the heart and prevent us from cherishing each thing and each moment. To be serenely present to each reality, however small it may be, opens us to much greater horizons of understanding and personal fulfillment. Christian spirituality proposes a growth marked by moderation and the capacity to be happy with little. It is a return to that simplicity which allows us to stop and appreciate the small things, to be grateful for the opportunities which life affords us, to be spiritually detached from what we possess and not to succumb to sadness for what we lack. This implies avoiding the dynamic of dominion and the mere accumulation of pleasures. Ecological education and spirituality. Wow, this is Christian spirituality is all about. And we understand that creation is not for consuming like a material thing. Creation is not a commodity to be bought, but it is a mystery to contemplate. That is what Pope is writing. Prophetic and contemplative lifestyle. Pope is asking for a new lifestyle. That lifestyle is called Christian spirituality. It is not something new we have invented, but we have traced it back to ancient times, maybe beginning of Christianity itself. Now it is covered under the carpet. Now just take the carpet out and you find it. The ancient Christian spirituality which simply says, less is more. Less is beautiful. Less is peaceful. Less is joyful. So this is the basic Christian spirituality, and we have to create a lifestyle based on less is more. Actually, Michael Schumacher in the 20th century, he has written a beautiful book called Small is Beautiful. You know, during the Industrial Revolution in England, they had an axiom. They had a billboards displayed on all the roads, bigger the better. That was the billboard. Bigger the better. That means be cars, big houses, big refrigerators, big electronic equipment, and big bank balance, big consumption, and big carbon footprint. So Industrial Revolution, they produced millions of things. It was a mass production, and then they were promoting consumption. Buy. The axiom is bigger the better. Bigger the better. This was the slogan. This was the mantra of Industrial Revolution. But what happened? Michael Schumacher wrote a book. No, bigger is not better, but small is beautiful. That is the book he wrote. Small is beautiful. He wrote that small cars are beautiful. Small houses are beautiful. Small economic growth is beautiful. Small consumption is beautiful. Small carbon footprint, small bank balance, small family is beautiful. That was the greatest book which attracted even Mahatma Gandhi in India. He quoted many times in words like Swadeshi, Sarvodaya, and also Swaraj. Swadeshi is be Indian and buy Indian. Local products which was manufactured by local people. Gandhi never recommended mass production by people, but he told just let the things be produced by the local people. Mass production by industry, no. But he told mass production by masses of people. Yes, that's a good slogan. So it is simplicity, small, and you don't use enormous amount of resources. You take what is required. So Swaraj, the same thing. We rule and we manage our own resources. Swaraj means self-rule. Swadeshi means regionalism, bioregionalism, localism, neighborliness. Swaraj means self-rule. So we rule our own resources. We don't allow other people to take it. We don't allow people from another district or another state, we don't allow our resources to be used. Only local people. That is Swaraj. You take in charge of your own ecology and environment. The third one is beautiful. That is the Sarvodaya, upliftment. Upliftment of all. Isn't that nice? Upliftment all. Nobody is isolated. Everybody is included. Integral ecology. And the land, the water, the air, the people, animal life, wildlife, flora, fauna, environment, ecology, everything is integrated. So the upliftment all. So in other words, economy, society and environment, they should progress together. You don't progress at the expense of the other. No, that is not the correct paradigm. Business as usual, I think we have been progressing at the expense of the other two. If society wants to progress, they were progressing at the expense of the environment and the economy. But here, the integral ecology model, you take care and you look for the upliftment of all. Sarvodaya. That's a beautiful word. So the business as usual, in other words, is bigger the better. But in integral ecology model, small is beautiful. Less is more. That is what Pope Francis is telling. Less is more. That is Christian spirituality. So today, Christian spirituality proposes a growth marked by moderation and the capacity to have happy with little. Moderation, simplicity, humility, not wasting anything. You use it, but don't abuse it. That is the less is better, less is more. That is the Christian spirituality is all about. In that spirituality, you will not be depressed if you don't have big car, big house, big balance. You will not succumb to sadness, but you will be rather feeling contentment that you don't have those kind of things. You don't have to worry about them. They really ruin our joy and peace. You buy a car, after a while, something wrong with it, and you lose your joy and peace. You buy new house, you buy cell phone, you buy electronic equipment, and after a while, they go out of model. And you don't have money to buy again and again. You descend into depression and psychological disorders. But when you have joy and peace, when you have simplicity, when you have humility, when your carbon footprint is less, I think you don't have to pay big bills, and you don't descend into sadness or depression because you don't require anything. In Tamil culture, we say "Podum endra maname pon seyyum marundu." That means you learn to say enough. A person who can say enough, he is the richest person in the whole world. I don't need anything. I have enough. And you are richer than Bill Gates. You are richer than Rupert Murdoch. You are richer than Tata. You are richer than Ambani's. And you are the richest person in the whole world because you have Christian spirituality, which simply states less is more. So Pope Francis is recommending this Christian spirituality in the article number 222 under the subheading called Joy and Peace. In the 6th chapter, Ecological Education and Spirituality. I think you will agree with him, and you will find contentment, and you will find fulfillment, you will find happiness, and you will find above all joy and peace, for which you are looking for your whole life. Pope Francis, Ecology and Environment. Please read it, and I think we need to listen to him. Thank you. God bless.